Hello, Master Chef. My name's Garnett Livingston. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm 40 years old, and this is my house. This is my youngest daughter, Lucy, and she's 2 years old. Say hi. Say hi. She's not gonna say hi. She's got her bagel. Let's go inside. So you guys wanted to see some oils. These are my favorite oils. I love using this Finney brand red wine vinegar, the balsamic vinegar. I get a lot of my spices from Penzeys, and I buy them whole, and then I just have a spice grinder, and that way it's much more fresh. My profession is a professional musician, and my wife and I both attended Juilliard School in New York, and she's a violinist in Pittsburgh Symphony, and I'm a professional trombone player. This is my trombone. So for a long time this was like hours and hours a day. And there's my beautiful wife Ellen.
Hi.
Say hi. And I'm gonna pass the camera over to her. There we go. So you can see this awesome view that we have behind our house. Kind of spoiled. We wake up to this every morning. When we had our third child, found myself needing to stay at home, and it became harder and harder to travel out of town. And so the artistic side of me couldn't stay still. So I think my expression for art I found in my kitchen. Look, there's your sisters. You ready? Where's Kiki? Where's Naya? Oh, there she is. Wait, bye,
Hi.
Kayla, say hi.
Hi.
This is for Master Chef.
Oh.
How old are you?
9.
Yeah. Big girl. What grade are you in?
4th.
So this is Naya. She's in 4th grade. And what's your name?
Tina.
Okay, so we're back in my kitchen, and I wanted to show you some of my favorite books. I mentioned Thomas Keller earlier. This is by far my favorite cookbook. I host maybe 4 or 5 dinner parties every year at my house where I'll take about 6 or 7 of the recipes, actual full recipe from the French Laundry, and we'll do a big dinner one night where we pair beautiful wine with each dish, and it's so much fun. It takes me 2 or 3 weeks to prepare for everything since I'm actually eating and cooking at the same time, but we have a nice group of friends that really share in the passion, so it's probably one of my most fun things I do during the year. I love the ad hoc book too because we cook a lot of family dinners out of here. The Flavor Bible is an incredible book. When I'm feeling inspirational, I want to try to do something on my own without recipe, a lot of times I'll go to this book. What to Drink with What You Eat is an awesome book if you're a wine lover or even a beer lover. It's got a lot of interesting food pairings with beer. I'm going to roast this chicken. We have incredible farms in Pennsylvania, so we got some beautiful corn today, zucchini, fresh thyme, parsley, lemon. What I'm going to make is a potato gnocchi, and the potatoes are in the oven right now roasting. And I'm finishing this beautiful gnocchi, so I thought I would talk a little bit about my inspiration to cook. And of course, first is my family and my children. I want to teach my kids how to eat healthy and how to eat organic. We eat a lot of organic food at home. So much of being a musician transferred to being a chef. It really wasn't, much different. The technique was different, and what I'm doing is different, but a lot of the principles are really the same. So that attraction was easy for me in the kitchen. So I got the chicken out of the oven. I'm gonna set it over here and let it rest. I'm gonna scrape all this goodness up on the bottom here where all the flavor is from the chicken, and then I'll transfer it to a saucepan and let it simmer down a little bit. So I'm finishing up the dish here. I'm sauteing the gnocchi, trying to get a nice golden color, and just having a little bit of olive oil. I don't really have any formal training as a chef. A lot of what I learned was through reading books. A lot of the techniques were from the Thomas Keller books and the Eric Ripert book, and also very much enjoy Julia Child's books. As soon as these are nice and crisp, I'm gonna throw in the rest of my vegetables here. So now that that's in, I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit Don't want to burn anything. I have a little bit of carrot brunoise, some tomatoes. The liquid from the tomatoes will deglaze the pan a little bit. Some fresh thyme. Give that a nice toss. I'll just put that in. I'm going to crank the heat back up and add my chicken stock that also has those nice pan juices. And a little squeeze of lemon here. The last thing I'm going to do off the heat is take a little bit of butter and just kind of glaze everything. All those beautiful vegetables, gnocchi, wonderful color from the reduction. Get all that on the plate right there. It's kind of a large portion. I mean, obviously it's more than, you know, maybe what I would serve if I had my own restaurant, but for today I think it's nice. And I'm just going to take 3 slices here and sort of fan them out like that, and we'll just put that right on the top. A little bit of finishing salt that I bought when I was in Paris last year. Tiny dusting of parsley around the plate, and I think that's it. Homemade potato gnocchi with summer vegetables and roasted chicken. Thanks for considering me, and I hope to see everybody in Los Angeles after Christmas. Now get out.